Yes, we're here at the Veterans Memorial here at Balboa Park. I'm here introducing Ruben Ortiz, and he's a Vietnam veteran, and it was my honor to talk to him about the events that he took place during Vietnam and what he did, and I felt that he earned more than enough to be able to sign We the People, which is chosen. Those are chosen to sign We the People. But anyways, I'm going to get him to sign it, so here you go, Ruben. Thank you very much.
It is my honor, Richard, to sign your masterpiece, We the People. It's strictly an honor for me to be part of your endeavor for our veterans, which I wholeheartedly support.
Oh, thank you.
You know, anything having to do with our country's veterans, dating back to War of Independence, World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam, and the present war. I support all the veterans' efforts for this country, and I'm willing to do anything to help our veterans within my means.
Wow. Thank you very much. I'm going to give the mic to Ruben, and I'd like to have him talk about what he went through during Vietnam. So here you go, Ruben. Thank you.
I want to say again thank you for allowing me to be part of this great moment in my life, to be honored by We the People, to represent the Vietnam veterans of America. I was in Vietnam from August 67 to August 68. I served as a crew chief / door gunner with the 1st Cavalry Division, 229th Aviation Air Assault. My job as a crew chief was to be responsible for the maintenance of the aircraft, make sure that it was safe to fly every day. And as a crew chief, it was mandatory that you fly with a helicopter as a mechanical assistance and information. Part of my other job while I was flying was to defend the aircraft with the M60 machine gun on the left side of the aircraft. So I was also a door gunner and did many combat assaults. That was our unit, 229th Aviation Air Assault. We assaulted into enemy terrains, and I seen a lot of combat action on that day. On April 19th, 1968, the 1st Cavalry Division, together with the 101st, the 1st Marine Division, and some units from the South Vietnam Army, we did an assault into the A Shau Valley in Vietnam, which was one of the warehouses for the end of the Ho Chi Minh Trail. That day we participated with about 300 helicopters from many other helicopter units throughout the Army and other units. On the first go-around, on my first assault, I seen a buddy of mine take a direct hit ground-to-air missile, and his helicopter went up in flames, and he probably fired his machine guns even though the plane was on fire until he hit the ground and exploded. On the second assault, our helicopter was loaded with 9 infantrymen and all the ammunition they could carry, and on that assault, a machine gunner spotted our helicopter as we were hovering over the side of a hill, and we got shot down. I had a great pilot, great co-pilot, and they were able to take the helicopter up momentarily, survey the terrain, and put it down in a bomb crater. And we impacted really hard. As a result of that, I suffered injuries to my body, and even though my shoulder was dislocated throughout this whole event, as a result of the heavy crash that we did. I was concerned about my crew members and wanted to make sure that we didn't get taken as prisoners, because we were surrounded by enemy in this Asha Valley, which was heavily fortified by the enemy. So I gave my rifle to one of the pilots and told him that I was going to run up to the helicopter and try to get one of the machine guns, the M60 machine guns, off the helicopter to defend our position better, because I did not want to get taken as a prisoner. There was a bounty on any crew member's head, and I didn't want to be part of that. So I took up off all my heavy gear, jumped out of the bomb crater. As I jumped out, bullets start hitting all around my feet, real heavy fire. And the Lord is big, and he must have been bigger on that day, because he let me survive that day. As the bullets start flying around my feet, the first thing that came to my mind was, this is just like in the movies. But this was no movie. This was the real stuff. And from there on, I can't remember very much. But I do know that I ran towards a helicopter. And what brings me a lot of sorrow and a lot of guilt is that I took a rifle from one of the fallen soldiers that had been in our helicopter. And it brings me sorrow and guilt to know that I didn't know if he needed help, if he was dead, or my memory won't let me recount any of these moments. But I made it back to the bomb crater, so now we had an extra M16. And that was the day that the Lord was big that day. On another occasion, we were flying out of the Ashaw Valley, and we confronted a machine gunner who had been placed at one of the valleys to spot any ships, helicopters that were leaving the valley, because by this time the valley was heavily fogged in, and our instruments had gone out, so we couldn't fly in the fog, in the clouds. So we had to fly low level through the valleys. As we were flying out, I encountered a machine gunner, and of course right away he started shooting at us and suppressing our helicopter. And I spotted his position, and him and I went back and forth firing at each other. And I have done this story, and this story I have called it Red Skies Over Vietnam, because on that day the skies truly got red from the ferocious firefight that the most of us shot at each other and trying to preserve my life and the life of my crew members. I succeeded, I think, because we're still here to be alive and to be able to tell the stories of that day and other war stories that I have. And I'm very grateful for my military service. There is no regrets, no apologies. I serve my country with honor, and I will continue to do anything for my country with honor and pride. Thank you very much.
I'd like to get you up here real quick, because I want you to say what you were supposed to say and didn't say it, so people can look you up. Go ahead. Tell them.
Completely skipped my mind. I'm retired Master Sergeant Ortiz. Would like to also add that one of my stories, Red Skies Over Vietnam, can be found on the library at congress.com, and I'm proudly honored to be my history recorded there. Thank you.
And thank you. Another story from two soldiers this time. Thank you very much. Thank you.